Hi, I'm Emily Weibel.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Rasmussen.
And we're with Empowering Healthy Cadets with Responsible Sexual Education.
Do you find it hard to talk to your cadet about sexual health?
Is it uncomfortable for you to talk to your cadet about her changing body and everything that comes along with it?
Are you nervous at the thought of explaining the functions of sexual anatomy to your cadet?
Do you struggle with how to initiate positive communication about sexual health with the girls in your troop? We understand the disconnect that exists for troop leaders when it comes to talking with their cadets about sexual health. We understand that it is hard for most people to bring these topics up without feeling awkward or strange. We desire to put the tools in troop leaders' hands that will allow them to effectively communicate regarding sexual education to their cadets.
We feel strongly about effective sexual education to young adolescent girls. Girl Scout troop leaders have an established role in these young girls' lives as someone to look up to. We truly believe that effective sex education early on in adolescence can prevent many unwanted pregnancies, unwanted sexually transmitted infections, to name a few of the benefits that will come from it. Many sex education courses involve abstinence-only education with little to no discussion on topics vital to the troop members' current and future health. There is an obvious performance gap due to the lack of effective communication skills. Our desire is for troop leaders to be able to educate these young women in a safe and healthy environment.
We are here to introduce our training program that is specific to the troop leaders of the Girl Scouts of America. The purpose of our training course is to provide the communication skills needed to lead discussions regarding sexual education with the troop members. We are not here to advocate sexual activity among adolescent girls, but to provide reliable information so that young girls are able to make responsible and informed choices later on in life when they decide to become sexually active.
The topics that we'll be covering during training on how to effectively communicate are as follows: adolescent anatomy and physiology, age-appropriate information regarding contraception, sexually transmitted infections, contraception, and information to encourage the leaders to re-examine their views towards the importance of sexual education for young adolescents. We seek to make sure the troop leaders will leave our training session feeling equipped and more comfortable with talking about such topics after having talked about in a small training groups.
Now I will talk about what the first half of the training course will look like. It will be a 3-hour event on a Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We are happy to provide breakfast for our participants to enjoy while getting to know one another. We will begin promptly at 9 a.m. with an introduction of the facilitators and discuss the goals of our training program. We will then move into an icebreaker that has to do with Girl Scout cookies. Who doesn't love Girl Scout cookies? The participants will then find their designated small groups from the icebreaker. After the icebreaker will be the education portion of the course that includes a PowerPoint presentation where the participants will learn detailed information regarding the topics mentioned earlier. The next portion of the training will promote discussion within each small group. Each small group will receive a note card scenario involving a question that a cadet could potentially ask regarding sexual health. The groups will discuss how they would handle the question based on what they have learned throughout the training. Each group will then share with the entire group how they would answer their specific question. After this activity is finished, we will take any remaining questions regarding any topics discussed earlier in the training program, and then there will be a short survey for participants to fill out and return to the facilitators.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to an overview of our course, Empowering Healthy Cadets with Responsible Sexual Education. We truly believe in our training course because effective communication is healthy communication in all aspects of life, especially regarding sex education.